Ooh, I forgot to put the starting screen on. Whoops. Anyway, we're live, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I hope that you guys are doing good, having a good Saturday. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Today I'm joined by
Boys' night out.
Yeah, it's boys' night. All right. Sorry, babe. Saturdays are for the boys. Let's get some shovels and go crack open a cold one.
Oh yeah.
But folks are coming back from various errands. So in the meantime, I'm joined by Arugi and Cryo. So welcome in, you two. This time I made sure that my sound effects were off so nobody can destroy my eardrums.
You don't need those.
Funny thing, in order to continue doing D&D, then again, I could just talk at you and pretend like you're listening and then move the pieces around.
You may need those.
Also, hi Missy, how's it going? How are you doing tonight? Welcome in.
Hello, Missy.
But yeah, Rugi, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm back on that RuneScape grind.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
But other than that, just rigging and drawing. Also really close to maxing out my RuneScape.
Amazing.
But I'm stinky little boy, stinky little gamer.
Have you been using an auto clicker?
I wish.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm just doing the AFK methods. So
okay. Because my brother had set up back when this was a few years ago now that they set up like this weird temporary server that was supposed to be like a race to see who could get the most experience.
I remember that. I think it's like fresh starts.
Yeah, during that entire event, my brother set up fucking automation, and his computer was on for the entire event. Just like auto clicking, doing alchemy and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. He just does insanely degenerate things in terms of gaming. Like having an auto clicker to fucking play RuneScape 24 hours a day, or like the thousands of hours of Pokemon fucking ROM hacks that he's been playing.
I only like to play games that play themselves. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand.
Oh, welcome in. Though to be fair, this has been going on for years. Like when he was much younger, like when he was, I want to say 13, I would like open the door to the den and see him on the computer playing the fucking Pokemon card game on emulator at 1,000 times speed. He's been doing like unique category speedruns for fucking Slay the Spire and stuff. I guess it's a hobby. But yeah, anything new go on with you in the past 2 weeks other than the RuneScape grind and whatnot?
I've been just thinking about Worm Adventures
nice.
This whole past 2 weeks. I was fucking pissed last week because my power was out for like a whole almost 20 hours.
Damn.
But I was asleep through most of it, so it's not too bad.
Fair enough.
But I was like, it's warming time.
It's warming time. Also, I'm gonna be right back real quick. I actually forgot my materials over here behind the couch.
Not behind the couch.
Spermin and wormin.
In time.
Put that up. There you go. I am definitely dehydrated right now. That is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even after me watering you like a plant.
Apparently. I mean, considering
got him.
Yesterday too.
Yeah, I bought him bubble tea earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. But to be fair, I understand. I just drank a glass of cashew milk.
Oh.
Yeah, it had like barely any alcohol, and I'm feeling it hard for no
Wait,
reason.
what? Wait. I didn't catch the part where alcohol was part of any of this equation.
Oh no,
Me neither.
just more for me being like I am way too dehydrated that it's hitting me this hard when it shouldn't.
Okay, so you're drinking alcohol now, and you're just disclosing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there was like some pre-established alcohol, and that I was going
No.
fucking crazy. I was like, do they make alcoholic boba now?
No.
Alcoholic.
That'd be an interesting thing to do, but I wonder if the alcohol would dissolve it.
Yeah.
Dissolve? I don't know that it'll dissolve it. Tapioca.
Boba.
You know what tapioca's made from, right?
Well, I mean, it's not tapioca, right? It's like the boba stuff, because like boba and tapioca are different.
So what is it supposed to be dissolving? The liquid?
No, like the skin around it.
The skin around it.
Probably the tapioca.
The skin around the tapioca is not just more tapioca?
Like boba and tapioca are not the same thing. You said boba.
I thought boba was just another name for bubble tea.
No, it's fucking, what's it called? It's, no, like, if I'm not mistaken, oh wait, it's the popping boba ones. No. Okay, I see.
The fuck is a popping boba?
They're the ones that are filled with, like, juice inside.
Oh. Well, fuck those. We go tapioca around these parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, popping boba. It is typically made of, let's see, tapioca pearls, which are made from the starch extracted from the cassava.
It's cassava.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's like, it's interesting. It's like this casing that usually has some kind of like a flavor inside of it, like a flavored like syrup.
Yeah.
Ew, what the fuck?
What?
I just looked up boba, right? And like boba's like fine and everything, right? But then there was one picture that was just like how to make popping boba, and like the accompanying image is really nasty.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, okay, whatever. That's fine. It's just sperm.
Why does it look like that?
What do you, I mean, if you were, you know, if I threw a bunch of red food dye on you, you'd probably look pretty weird too.
What? Why is it shaped like that?
Because she's plopping it down and then making a trail so that it can look extra spermy.
Why is she doing that?
Here, chat, look at the sperm.
Stop.
Don't look too long.
Wow.
Wow. You guys ever hear of the Moonies?
What?
The Moonies.
I started thinking about them because we were talking about Minions earlier off stream. This is one of those weird brain chains that my brain does. The Moonies are like these bootleg minion creatures, but they do like kids bop stuff, where their whole thing is that they make covers of like raunchy songs, but they do like family friendly versions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the only one who's heard of these guys then.
Sorry, did I hear family-friendly Rob Zombie?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, there's this channel. I don't know all the details about it, but they're called like the Moonies or something.
Yeah.
It's just like bootleg minions doing kids bop versions of raunchy songs.
Oh.
So they did one for Wet Ass Pussy.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
And they called it WAP, Waffles and Pancakes. But the problem is, if you watch the fucking video for it, it's still suggestive. Like, uncomfortably so.
Very good.
And I'm wondering, were there parents out there who were clamoring for a safe for work version of fucking Cardigan Backyardigans Wet Ass Pussy?
No.
I don't think there were.
I don't think it's the parents. Parents don't pay attention to what their kids are watching. They just
Yeah, but like a kid is just gonna go and watch.
Kids and pop them in front of it, like it's. I don't know.
A kid's just gonna find a way to watch WAP if they want to.
Yeah.
So who the fuck is watching? But here's the fucked up part: that the video's got like 5 million views.
Oh, huh?
Because I guess it's labeled as kids YouTube, so it just gets like auto played when kids are rubbing their fucking greasy fingers all over their iPads.
That's what it is. It's literally just. Have you looked into the wonderful world of like?
Oh yeah, the Elsagate nonsense and
fucking. Guys, the weirdest shit.
yeah, and the finger family shit and whatnot. But this seems, the thing is, this is actually like high effort, so it's quite baffling.
I got no answer for you. Well,
just I implore anybody out there, if you want to fucking stare into the abyss and witness man-made horrors beyond your comprehension, check out the Moonies cover of Wet Ass Pussy titled Waffles and Pancakes.
okay.
Yeah. If you want to peep the horror. Anyway, Cryo, how are you doing?
I'm doing alrighty. Got to see a smoky boy today, and Christine too.
Yeah, what did he do to you?
Yeah.
He was all happy and waggy and too happy.
Oh, true.
You got
pet grabbing pear.
You got bonered, I didn't.
Yeah. Kept bringing a pear and just like showing it to me and just trying to munch on it.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to tell people that there's like fruit trees in my backyard, so people keep getting surprised by the fact that he just keeps bringing fruit out of nowhere.
Also, the fact that you have 5,000 krablka in your backyard.
Yeah, it's just literally. There's like apples all over my yard.
Yeah.
Because there's just, I don't know, there's
And you know what's funny about that?
What?
Is that he manages to dodge around all the crab apples and find pears.
Yeah.
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 And
apples. I said he obviously doesn't like crab apples.
But like, I couldn't find a pear in that stack for the fucking life of me, and he manages to find them.
Yeah, I don't know. He keeps finding them. It's
Sniffs
ridiculous.
them out, yeah. But we got a pear tree in the backyard, and the squirrels are fucking with it. So my mom's always freaking out over like 2 pears in the grass. And then I saw Christine's lawn, where there's 5,000 apples.
It's uncontrollable. What we do is we just pick them up and eat them.
The crab apples?
Yeah, the apples,
the fucking dirty, wormy ass, mushy apples.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I accidentally stepped on one chasing Smokey, and so there was just like apple smush all over the fucking like imprints of my shoe that I need to try and scrub out. I just like walked through some grass when I got home to try and like get it out of there. I don't know that it worked fully. But anything else noteworthy, Cryo?
Work stinky, but I'm doing okay still. Might actually find another different job again.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Just some of the shenanigans that they're doing. Just for a quick TLDR to make it make sense. Basically working like a food court. Different vendors, obviously. For closing, normally every single place has 2 people closing it. Ours, which are like the person that like owns the like our business, our fucking restaurant, owns 3 of the damn things and has 1 person working at each one to close it down, and then we just go to help the other one and then help the other one, and then we finish. We're always the last people to fucking leave. And like I've said, hey, yeah, working. I want to do mainly opening and starting shifts. I can do a couple closing because I understand like flexibility and like.
If you have 3 stores and you're supposed to get 2 people to close each store, then you only need to hire 2 people.
Yeah, basically. And there have been times where, oh yeah, someone couldn't make it or they were sick, so they only had 2 people to close down 3. The other day, when it freaking rained like shit, the thing that I had told me it wasn't gonna rain, I didn't put on the cover for the moped or put it under the little like fucking like shelter structure thing, so that got a bit wet. So I wiped that shit down. I had to go in the rain. Everything was against me. I'd go way too long to like say every little thing that happened. But next day I come to the moped and I see that raccoons were all over it because I just see
Oh fuck yeah, yo!
everywhere.
They're trying to take off with it.
Yeah,
Let him have it.
Yeah, I was so out of it. I left the fucking keys on the moped on like the trunk of it.
Just imagine a raccoon wearing a fucking like little helmet with the little goggles on it, fucking going down the highway at 120 on a moped.
Hey, can you imagine if a raccoon just took off with your moped keys?
You know what?
That'd be pretty funny.
I'd be
But also not.
I'd find it amused too.
Legitimately, the first like big segment of the book that I'm writing right now is completely raccoon centric,
Yeah.
and it's gonna have
Excuse
yeah,
me?
it's huh?
Except, excuse me?
About what part?
All of it.
You're gonna have to help me out, otherwise I'm not gonna know which part to elucidate for you.
What are you working on, and why is it raccoon
Oh,
centric?
I'm always working on writing, but no, just one part of it is raccoon centric because it takes place in Toronto.
Oh,
My sister shared this with me.
Oh,
with my
amazing.
family about like the raccoon prince.
The raccoon prince?
Yeah, on the
Is
moped.
he like the oil prince?
I'm the Prince of Garbage.
I love him.
There he is, the Prince of Garbage. Speed. Oh, shit! This is Speed Weed.
This-
Co-producer Speedweed.
Co-producer Speed Weed. But yeah, no, it's just one of the stories that I'm working on right now is highly raccoon centric. So it's gonna have raccoons getting up to all kinds of shenanigans like that, stealing mopeds. I'm making a very specific reference to the time where in Toronto, raccoons crashed a bachelorette party, broke open the dick-shaped piñata, and stole all the dick-shaped candy.
Yeah, that was a good one. Good headline. I miss those kinds of headlines.
Yeah.
Can't believe that happened.
That's probably one of the most Toronto stories I've ever heard.
Yes.
The other most Toronto story I've ever heard is a strip club that's been open for 200 years being replaced with condos.
Hmm.
yeah.
That one's more depressing.
Yeah, that place is where I'm making the main character of the story stay while they're in the city at the strip club hotel, which is like literally the only fucking strip club that still exists in Toronto.
There's only one strip club in Toronto?
There's about to be none.
Oh, really?
Or is that just in, like, the setting of your book?
No, that's there might be like other not official ones, but there's a thing where like specifically they aren't giving out licenses for adult entertainment places.
Why? That's so stupid.
Yeah, I know. But no, apparently Toronto's notorious for being like one of the cities with the least fucking strip clubs per capita.
Hmm.
Where there was like that one and like one other club, and with one of them fucking closing to put condos up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
We really live in the worst timeline.
I mean, I don't know if strip clubs really have much to offer.
I mean, it's entertainment, and it's
It's one of those things, it's like I don't know, sign of a robust economy that people have money to spend on this kind of thing and the time to acknowledge their own horniness.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Also,
Yeah.
the specific place that I'm talking about, Fillmore's, they were actually really funny because they were notorious for having like really funny signage and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they always had. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. I think I know. Was does Zanzibar count as a strip club?
I thought Zanzibar.
Pretty sure it does.
Sorry, what was that, Sarah?
I thought it was.
Okay, so that would be like the only other strip club in Toronto. So yeah, it was those two. It was Fillmore's and Zanzibar.
What about Brass Rail?
The fuck is
What's wrong
Brass
with that?
Rail?
It was near Chick-fil-A.
I thought the Brass Rail was in Guelph.
There's one in downtown on Yonge.
Is there?
Yeah.
But yeah, I kept seeing articles that were like Toronto's only other strip club closing so that they can put up condos.
Maybe it's the Brass Rail, not the Zanzibar then.
Okay, so is the Zanzibar considered like a burlesque?
Maybe?
Oh yeah, I see. The looming end Toronto's Brass Rail Tavern.
Right. So here's what the building looks like, and this is like a really classic fucking film noir ass looking building. I'll put that on screen for everybody.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Fillmore's. It's an iconic Toronto building. It's got a unique shape to it. It's like this weird rounded triangle. When the sun gets hot and the moon gets hazy, good girls go bad and it gets crazy. Good club, bad girls. Fillmore's Hotel. They always had like really witty signs and stuff. That was their deal.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the fucking disgusting monstrosity of a condo that they want to try and fucking put there. And try to more fucking condos. Here's the mock-up that they fucking made of it. Look at how awful this is. They're like, we're not going to tear down the iconic building. We're going to put another building on top of it. Like, you morons, you absolute fools.
I think that's a money-saving scheme.
Yeah, they don't want to tear it down, and instead they're... Hi. How's it going?
No, I think what it is that if you protect an old building, like you don't tear down.
Yeah, because the thing is, this building has heritage status.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to be allowed to tear it down.
Yeah.
But if they fucking build it this way, this building is going to have garbage structural integrity because the fucking buildings under it are 200 years old. And we're not built to have fucking condos built on top of them.
They're probably gonna just keep the whole front-facing wall, and
they're gonna try to build like a foundation that goes inside, and then the bottom of the condos where you fucking walk in to get into your homes are just gonna be like super neglected fucking old strip club building.
Yeah.
But the way that I had put it was that the Fillmore's Hotel stands on its own, a symbol against the gentrification of Toronto. It's like, when, we lost, what's the place? Fucking Honest Ed's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's actually
what
depressing.
What is Honest Ed's now?
Pretty sure it's condos.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes.
Condos that nobody's buying because they can't afford them.
Yeah.
Good. Crash the economy.
If I had a Molotov for every condo that existed, I'd have a lot of Molotovs. Not that I'd do anything with them.
Condos aren't necessarily bad things. They're just like overpriced. Like the markets for them is. What's happening with companies and wealthier individuals are buying them up as
before they're built, because they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to buy them before they're fucking built.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks. I mean, technically, like, regular people can also do that, but ain't nobody have the money to fucking pay for something that hasn't been built yet.
Anyway, that's why you need to buy fireworks and set them off constantly to lower the property values in your area.
Correct.
Just like they're doing outside my room right
Just,
now.
yeah, call the cops and be like, there's a lot of gunshots here. I'd like to report mysterious gunshots.
Yeah,
Get all
just
your
have them
neighbors
going while they're
to
calling.
corroborate and then be like, we don't want to live in this area. It's very dangerous. Drive the prices down.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway,
Isn't that
on
like
this episode of the on this episode of the Anarchist's Cookbook, you ready to do worm things?
Yeah.
Before we do that though, Sarah, how are you doing?
There's your answer. I've had some like mysterious illness all week. It could be just a cold. It could also be strep throat. I don't know. I went back to the clinic today after sitting there for like 2 hours on Wednesday, calling in sick to work.
Might be a good idea to wear a mask.
Doctor for less than 10 minutes.
Oh, I was gonna say might be a good idea to wear a mask tomorrow in that case.
Yeah. Well, whatever I've got, like I don't like it's on the mend. But yeah, if you want
it's on the mend. I heard it's on the men.
No, it's on getting better, but I still have like this dry cough.
Yeah, I've had a dry cough for a little bit. That just like
fun.
I've had the need to clear my throat constantly for the last 2 months. I don't understand. I need to like patch out my phlegm.
No.
Get like some Mucus X maybe.
Yeah, so I don't know. Basically, I've been sick this week. That's what it is.
Yeah, hope that you are feeling okay tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just hoping. I don't know what to wear.
I mean, the outfit that you had was fine. Just make sure you're taking into account the heat.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried is that the sun will get to me and I'll like want to go home early or
something. The park looks pretty shady. As in, it looks like it has shade.
Yeah. My mom was like, if you drive the car, then you can bring it.
Bring a parasol.
Yeah, true.
I've been trying to find a parasol forever. I don't have one. Say it.
I used to. Oh, fuck. I forget who I gave the other one to. But I used to have. I used to give people gifts from this place called Gentleman's Emporium that did like a bunch of Victorian clothing and stuff. And one of the things that they did was these like really fucking gothy like spiderweb pattern parasols.
Yeah, I've been like really on the lookout for something like that.
Yeah.
Alas.
Yeah.
I know. Well, you know what? If we're driving to Finch Station, then it should be a lot better than taking the YRT just like that.
That way, yeah, we're not moving around in a fucking mobile greenhouse.
Yeah. And then maybe I'll bring a bag with like a change of clothes or something. Then I can like.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't know how I'm gonna survive there the whole time myself. So I'm probably.
Well, how hot is it gonna be tomorrow anyway?
Like 26 degrees.
Oh, right, 26. The fucking thing is, 26 doesn't even feel that bad to me anymore. Considering that for Name Res, I had to be outside in fucking 32 degree weather all day. And I had to like act as the shade for two shorter people.
Yeah, it'll probably like feel hotter though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I sweat like a pig at like 23 degrees. So
no.
I can't. It's not really good. I'll perish.
Just like bring some paper
like
towels so that you can dab yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing my towel.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, not a bad idea. Hitchhiker's Guide, always bring a towel. Was that, Sarah?
I remember ranting on about that bizarre interview I had at David's a while back.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted me to work for them, but I was like, the same like hour that they sent me the offer, I managed to have a chat with the district manager, and he was like, "Do you want more hours?" I was like, "Yes, please." So I'll just take more hours at the job that I have
instead of working two.
Nice, easy solution.
Out, yeah.
Thumbs up. I felt kind of bad though because the manager at the David's Bridal seemed pretty enthusiastic, and I'm like, "Sorry."
You know what I should try to do as like a last resort? I should try to get a job as a fucking security officer somewhere. because
Are
that
you
is, listen, that is getting paid to do nothing.
Honestly, yeah.
I
You
know
just get paid
people.
to stare at someone angrily.
You don't even have to do that. I'll be like a night security guard. But like I know people who took night security jobs and literally did nothing but fucking jerk off.
Hmm.
So I'll just take that time to like work on game dev shit and writing shit.
True.
I'll fucking find a way to stream from the fucking from the booth. And then I'll be like, okay, hold on guys, somebody's tapping on the windows. Oh, he doesn't seem to have a face.
Hmm.
He's got tentacles where arms should be.
You know, fun.
The book didn't tell me how to deal with this, so I'm going to ignore it. It's above my pay grade.
That like seems like the appropriate response.
Yeah, honestly. If
That's the
Eldritch,
best way to do with
yeah,
Eldritch Horror.
if
Just
Eldritch
fucking
Horror,
let
yeah,
go.
I'll be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of things
go
that
on.
security guards need to do is just outsource shit to the police.
Yeah, legitimately, your job is to call the police. Because no place that would hire security guards wants to deal with the fucking lawsuits that would come from one of their security guards getting injured.
Yeah. But we've legit had that before, like, you know,
Yeah.
people like, what's it called? It's like we would have like a security guard come in and check out, like we had like a robbery in my store. And basically the security came in to check out what happened, and they were like, oh, that sure is a shattered window. All right, well, let's call the police. And they call the police, and then the police come by, and, you know, the security guard notifies us in the middle of the night that there was a robbery, and it's like, oh, okay. All right, I guess. And then we just kind of pop in, and the police get there, and they're already kind of just looking at the damage a little bit, but, like, they just got there, and so did we. So I'm like, oh, I see. I see. So, yeah. Security guard just, like, scouts. I hear the pay sucks, but whatever.
Pay isn't too bad actually for that kind of thing. I mean, you do need like certifications to do it, but
Which, I mean, shouldn't be too hard for me to get.
Yeah, true. But they'd probably
again,
look at you and just be like, yeah, you're fucking hired. You look intimidating as all hell.
Big fucking scary looking fella.
You're gonna fucking walk in to the scene and be like, where's the guy? And then they're gonna be like, under your foot, sir. You're gonna be like, oh, I stepped on him by accident. Oops. Scrape him off her shoe.
That's how I get fired, because as a security guard, you're not supposed to, like, actually stop anybody.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to go like, hey.
Hey, stop
and
that.
then if they, like, proceed, then you leave.
Yeah.
you just
And they have to ask you to leave,
Yeah,
or
the
I'll call the
funny-
authorities.
The funny thing is that some companies will try to convince their security guards otherwise. They'll be like, so if this happens, you need to tell the guy with the gun to go fuck himself instead of giving him the safe combo. And then, like, if you actually know what you're fucking doing as a security guard, then you'll be like, no, legally you cannot tell me to do that. Legally, it is in my right to give this man all of your money.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. They tell employees at stores and stuff,
Yeah.
where it's just like, yeah, if someone fucking threatens you, you give them all the money.
That's what it's supposed to be, is that as a precaution so that the company doesn't get fucking sued by putting their employees' like lives in danger. You're supposed to just be like, okay, and then insurance will fucking cover it.
Yeah.
But there's some places that try to tell their security guards, like, yeah, go interfere. And then later they'll cover their asses by being like, oh, no, it's our policy for them to not interfere.
Yeah.
So if you're, like, smart enough and you know these things work, you can basically just tell them, no, fuck off.
Yeah. Anyways, we should D&D.
Yeah. Also, honey, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
Nice. What'd you do today?
Yeah. Your mom. No. Just
My
kidding.
condolences.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It was a dead day today, too, and, Maurizio was at my house. I gave him, like 3 weeks of, groceries, and that was poggers, so that's cool. And then,
I'm plumb
then
happy.
yeah, and then I designed a shrine. Shrine?
Yeah.
A temple thing.
We finished up the shrine design today.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
I assembled my workout bench today, my new one that I got.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just picked it up at Canadian Tire for like $120, and it's nice looking. It's fucking sleek. It's ergonomic. It's red and black. It looks badass. But
Sorry,
huh?
What did you pick up? What did you pick up?
Workout bench.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I needed a new one. I'd been fucking, because we got rid of the old one when, oh god, I don't even remember when, but it was a while back because we didn't have room for it and things got like ruined in flooding and we had to like redo the basement and stuff. So I've been putting it off. I've just been using fucking chairs. But like, you can only go so far leaning back in a chair to replicate a bench press.
Yeah.
So I had to get a proper one. But the problem is, I open up the booklet and check all the info on it, and one, it says weight limit of user plus weights 300 pounds. And I was like, ain't no fucking way. So I just got me and my brother, who together we're probably close to 500 pounds, to sit on it. And it was fine. It held up perfectly. It didn't even wobble. So I was like, okay, they're just being extra cautious to cover their asses. I could use this just fine. The other thing is, when I lied down on it in bench press position, it's a little too short. I have my neck was hanging off. So I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to put a pillow here or something. But this thing is like, it's not short by any means. I just
Cat.
whose cat was that?
Not mine.
My cat.
Oh, I was gonna say, I know 3 of you motherfuckers have cats. Which one was it?
I'll have to sit on my lap.
Yeah.
He was actually Smokey.
Oh my god. But yeah, I have a lot of ass, torso, and neck. Like a lot of my fucking height comes from my neck. So this thing is like actually of decent size, but for some fucking reason I'm just too long for it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me enough to want to get a new one. So I'm just gonna kind of deal with it and maybe like put a chair behind my head when I'm using it, so that I can rest my head on the chair and the pillow while I'm doing my bench. And then that way I can't accidentally decapitate myself, because my head is going to be like pretty far away from the bar.
You'll just crush your rib cage instead.
That's fine. I could survive that better than decapitation.
It's true.
I should probably stop using the bladed weight bars, though.
Yeah. That would help.
No, I actually can't even fit a proper weight bar down here, so I'm just like loading as much weight as I possibly can onto 2 dumbbells and doing it that way. The weight distribution is slightly different than it would be with a bar, but I just legit don't have room because that pillar that I have next to the couch?
Yeah.
It gets in the fucking way of everything. Luckily, though, it makes a convenient spot to anchor resistance bands.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bit of a trade-off. I can't wait for my parents to try to sell this house, and then the buyer comes in and sees the fucking, black rubber marks on that fucking white pillar where I've been using the resistance bands. I'm just gonna have to...
Your dad will just paint over it.
Yeah, I'll just grab a sponge brush and hide it. Be like, there we go, there's $500 added to the value of the house. Okay, that's enough intro. Let's get back into Dungeons and Dragons. So on the last session of D&D, you guys were outside of Samaria, dealing with some members of the Sovrani tribes in order to try and disguise yourselves as Sovrani nomads to get them to take you over to grandmother's house. You guys made sure to write up a whole bunch of notes about their appearance, their behavior, and whatnot. You've been spying on them for weeks at this point in order to learn as much as possible about their culture so that you can blend in.
Oops, I thought the thing was leaving in like 2 days.
Yeah, you let that one go. You let the imp follow it.
Oh.
You basically you waited at the bus stop for the next one to come by because you didn't have change.
Okay, there's like a huge ass fly.
There's like a what?
A big old fat fly.
Oh. I've been sitting out in my backyard every morning for the past, like, since it's been summer, with my like coffee and stuff, and without fail, fucking flies love to try and fucking dive bomb into my coffee to their deaths. So I just watch them just go bloop, and I'm like, okay, good job, asshole. You've ruined your day and mine. As he sits there fucking searing to death in my hot coffee. His last words are, "Is coffee good for you?" Yes, so you are ready to attempt to blend in to one of the Sovrani caravans. So all you really need to do is, while the caravan is assembling, approach and report what goods you're carrying, and also you need to decide what things that you're hiding in your wagon. I noted that you'll easily be able to hide one-handed weapons. You will not easily be able to hide two-handed weapons.
Okay, but these people don't carry any kinds of weapons?
No, they do, but they carry, like... Typically, they're using scimitars.
All right.
Scimitars, cutlasses, short swords. But I mean in terms of the weapons that you're smuggling in without them knowing.
So, like... Oh. I mean...
Yeah, because the only...
Scimitar, I think. Is it a martial weapon?
Yeah, the barbarian can use any weapon. But the only ones in your group that should be armed are the two drivers.
Me
Yeah,
and
I'll just get a
Fergie.
regular find myself a regular scimitar then.
Yeah, the scimitars aren't the only things that they use. They just tend to use dexterity-based one-handed bladed weapons.
Okay.
So short swords, cutlasses, scimitars, rapiers.
Okay, I got a
spellbook
bunch
on
of
a handle?
rapiers. Here you go, Wally. You can have one of my many rapiers.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Can we disguise the halberd somehow?
Likely not,
This guy,
because
use it
the
as like a part of the
halberd is not only incredibly bulky, but it has like mechanical parts to it.
The regular halberd?
The poison halberd you have, yeah?
What? It's got mechanical parts to it.
Yeah, to distribute the poison. Remember, it was upgraded. They put that vial on it
Oh,
that uses the wyvern poison.
I never pictured it like that.
I even made a diagram of it for you.
Oh, probably.
Wait, what got pinned?
Oh.
Oh, that right, that stuff.
Oh. Okay, so what are we gonna do with our shit in the meantime? Where are we gonna leave it?
You can leave it with like the caravaneers. Like you can leave it with like Greta and the dwarves and stuff.
Okay.
And then they can just deliver it to you next time you meet up. But also,
True.
as a tabaxi, you just have, like, fucking claw attacks if you need.
I'm gonna feel so naked.
I mean, yeah, you'll be naked.
Okay, what about like some decent spears? Can we disguise those?
Though, ultimately, if you, like, really need weapons in the event that things go to shit, it's possible that you could procure them on site.
Naked yaks.
Yeah.
Naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, naked cat.
Naked cat.
Like naked snake. But
Yeah.
No! She's
somehow
naked
less
ocelot.
cool.
Naked ocelot. Yeah.
True.
I saw a great animation of Snake and Raiden, where Snake was like, I got some advice for you, Raiden. Abortions are $500. A vasectomy's $50. Condoms are $5. But being gay is free.
Wow, I love that.
That's pretty fucking good. Also, you have a really good snake voice.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, squeeze my hog.
Raiden, squeeze my hog. One of the posts that I really like is the text says, "How did you get famous?" And then the video is just Snake going, "Raiden."
That's
Raiden, like Dick Raiden.
True.
Oh.
You know.
Okay, so in that case, do you want to
I disguise my book.
Yeah. Your book you likely won't have to disguise because it is just a, like, you're not one of the ones who's a slave, and they do have spellcasters in their number.
Okay.
Or you could just be like, it's my journal.
It's my reading material.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put the words diary.
Oh
on
wait,
top
you
of
know
it.
what? Never mind. You're probably gonna have to actually disguise it. I forgot how fucking flashy Wally's spellbook was.
Yeah.
They hate like people from Rudy's, right?
Yeah. So
Your spellbook straight up has fucking gems on it and shit. So
yeah.
Spellbook, used napkin.
so yeah, you could make a cover for it using leather and whatnot.
Yeah,
or cloth.
sure. Okay, we'll do.
Just make like a little dust jacket for it.
Yeah, preparing crab.
Yeah. Oh no.
Lol.
We don't talk about that book.
It's a good one. Yeah.
So you've got a book, you've got a one-handed sword each of some description. You've managed to hide a one-handed bladed weapon for each of your party members in the panel beneath the wagon.
So the rest of us are acting as slaves?
Yes, basically the six in the middle here is also Sarah. You're not even in Roll20.
Oh yeah, that's right. Got too distracted by Twitter.
So Wally and Ardeas are the two slavers. They're going to be using the disguise self spell to turn themselves into Sovrani people. The six in the middle, so Small Wally, Ardbar, Logan, Iskra, Yax, and Olivier are acting as oxen. So basically, you're going to be mind-addled slaves.
Yeah.
I recommend also disguising Smalley a bit.
He doesn't need to be.
Well, I mean, considering his parents are like stuck working with the Goldworks.
I don't think that these people would know.
They probably wouldn't, but if the Goldworks happen to come upon them, or like do some inspection or some shit.
The thing is, he's been away from home for like 6 years almost.
Yeah, they probably think he's dead.
You know, yeah,
It's more so that they wouldn't recognize him if he wasn't wearing his finery and stuff. Just put him in some of those rags, and you'll be good to go.
I was gonna say you're probably right, but you added the dead. I was gonna say, like, considering how much Wally has changed already, Smalley.
Anyway, continuing on with, Smalley definitely looks a little different by now, but we'll worry about that another time.
Yeah.
Pumpkin and Loishka are actually also hiding within the panels under your wagon. You're effectively smuggling those two in because their appearance is too suspicious, with Loishka being missing one of her limbs. She wouldn't really be one that they used as an oxen.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pumpkin being literally a raccoon.
Pumpkin's probably the one that got all over my moped.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. Do you want to approach?
Yeah, so we need a. What were they transporting again? What kind of slaves was it that they were transporting to Grandma's house?
Well, the two types are oxen and hogs. Oxen are the able-bodied ones that they're going to be using for manual labor, whereas hogs are the ones that they have addled all the way to the point where they can't even act, that are going to be used as fodder for experiments.
I think we're trying to pass us off as oxen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, most people are, pretty full.
Yeah, because I remember that one guy was taking oxen to Grandmother's house.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what the narrative we're pushing to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we could. Yeah, I pinned the little glossary that we have to work with.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Silverland, hogs, experiment fodder, oxen slaves, Darkscar, Goldworks, or Chimeria, Heathen Cities, Erudities, Land Carver, Sandworm, Womb, ? Grandmother's house, home based maybe.
Yeah, notably we call them brothers.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
Tried to join
Hey there,
the
brother.
cool little worm
Yeah,
trail
brother.
of a caravan.
Brother beef.
Okay, excellent. So how do we approach these homies? Where are they? Are they on the map?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about positioning yourself exactly. But would you like to just kind of line up with the wagons, or do you want to approach them on your own?
Does it look like they're lining up on their own without really telling each other, or?
There's definitely you see that some of them briefly gather and then are led individually, rather wagon by wagon, out of the small encampment.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the guide come back.
Sorry. The small encampment.
Yeah, the small encampment where you guys are right now, because you guys are outside of Samaria in one of the many smaller villages that kind of pops up around a city like that.
Oh.
Area.
So yeah, why don't we just wait for the others with the others for the guide?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, didn't you say a guide was coming back and forth?
People approach the individual, and then the individual leads them out of the city, and then the individual comes back.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right, so we'll probably have to talk to them as well. Okay.
we just feel like we have some oxen to go to Grandmother's house.
We're bringing a basket of goodies to Grandmother's house.
Did they have a name for the cycles?
Yeah, there was also the group that what's it called? It's God. Where do we have? I think it might be in Discord. Can't fucking find shit.
We still have the entire conversation chat. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I just can't remember which group we're supposed to be with as well, because there were all sorts of like.
Fuck, which tree was
I
it?
think someone posted in Discord. and
There's
right now, so-
there's 3 subtly different groups. One of them is an olive tree, one is a fig tree, and one is a citron tree.
I think we're the fig.
No,
We're Citron.
Citron.
Weapons, I believe.
Okay.
Citron was the
poison.
one that you decided to disguise yourselves as.
Right.
that's supposed to have been after I left. So why did we make that choice again?
Because they smuggle weapons, so it wouldn't be. It wouldn't
They
be
sell
bad.
they sell weapons. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. One's weapons, one's fine goods, and one was something.
But they all deal with people anyway. Like why?
Yes.
We're pretending. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Basically, they have different covers because they still act as merchants.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way, if they find hidden weapons, we'll just be like, yeah.
Yeah, unsold stock.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, who's doing the talking?
I
That'd
guess.
be-
Wally
yeah.
and- Yeah.
Those 2.
I can like translate a bit here.
Yep, they're going to be using their psychic connection between the imp and Wiz the Liz and Iskra in order to try and speak a language that they don't exactly speak. Though also, you guys have access to tongues.
Yeah.
For the past couple of weeks, it's been 2 weeks. You'd say. Let's say we know the at least basic.
You know
Trick, right?
you know like some tourist level stuff.
Sure,
Basically.
I do have tongues, so I'm gonna fucking prepare that then. I'm gonna unprepare some things then.
Yeah, we just need to know the perfect phrase for or the certain amount of phrases like our caravan is full and we're ready to go to mother's house. Brother, I think that's one phrase we need to perfect at least.
Something like "Good evening, brother." We
And
have.
the ending thing as well.
I got the mother. I can deal with it. I want to try.
As its blow,
Well,
the sandworm too, that kind of stuff.
yeah. Okay. Well, you volunteered for this, so
Yep.
I'm not playing our days.
Wait, so tongues, will the other party understand us?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but they'll know that we're speaking a different language if we do.
If you speak like rudimentary undercommon to them,
Hmm.
then they'll pretty much just think you're speaking undercommon. So like if you're using tongues and you're expressing undercommon in a very like dumb way, they'll still be able to understand you perfectly.
But they'll still be able to see that you're using really shitty undercommon.
Undercommon.
If
Yes, yeah. Like,
the thing is, if you disguise it well enough, they're just gonna think that you're not necessarily a good speaker.
yeah, just Wally has a speech impediment. That's his thing.
Ardace is constantly like poking his 2 fingers together, like, oh.
But to your benefit, these folks do tend to be rather laconic.
Like they don't talk too much or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like laid back.
Especially.
No, we also have to remember to
Yeah,
talk.
la-
to use our
laconic is
hands
just
a lot as
yeah,
well.
laconic is just short of words.
Hmm.
Oh, while we're traveling, I don't know if I'd have to make like a check for this, but since I don't know because it's like the desert, if she'd be able to do this, like would Yax be able to like memorize the route, like keep an eye out around? So I'm not actually stoned out. I'm just playing dumb.
It would take a hell of a survival check, specifically because this is going through a desert area that, one, you've never been through, two, that the visibility is very, very poor thanks to sandstorms and stuff, and three, they're taking a really, really weird specific route because they're trying to mimic the like sound signature of a sandworm and the behavior of it and stuff. So they're not exactly going in a straight line.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it would take a hell of a check, but it's worth trying.
If you give me a nat 20, then I'll say yes.
I just wanted to figure out where we were going. Okay, well, let's wait till we're actually, like, on the way, then.
Okay.
Wait. So would I be able to like somewhat remember and memorize these paths as like Ranger and Outlander stuff for like future?
Again, it would still take a survival check just because of how harrowing this is in specific.
Fair enough.
Like this goes a bit beyond trying to find your way through some woods.
No, yeah, and it's not just it's a straight trek across the desert. Right?
It's many days.
Yeah.
Presumably, you'll have to be sleeping for some of the days.
Mm-hmm. Which
rather for some portion of the day, but yeah.
Anything else that we might need or are missing? We can't talk on the way because that causes vibrations.
Also, you're very far from the mic or using the wrong mic. I'm not sure which.
Far from the mic. Force of habit. So yeah. Yeah, we can't speak on the way because sandworm vibration stuff. Wally Deus doing the forefront. I translate to told helps for that. I feel like we're missing something. I just don't know what.
Well, don't worry about it if you don't know what. Then let me know when you guys are ready to talk to the guide.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much sitting tight.
Okay. Well, I think I'm ready.
Okay, Ardeus, you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess we disguise ourselves and then I guess can we cast tongues and alter self or polymorph?
It's disguise self.
Disguise self. Okay.
Yeah, both last an hour. Neither require concentration.
Alter self requires concentration.
Not alter self, disguise self.
I'm looking at alter self and it says duration concentration.
Why are you looking at alter self?
Oh, disguise self?
Yeah, the spell is disguise self.
Disguise self is like I look like another person. Alter self is like I turn my arms into circles.
I see. I'm stupid.
Oh.
No, I'm a silly Billy.
As long as they don't be touching our face, I think we should be fine.
Wait, do I even have disguise self?
You should. It's a wizard spell.
I have alter self. Control F. Disguise. It would help if I spelt disguise right. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Okay.
Calm. Woo!
First hurdle cleared.
So yeah, occasionally you'll have to reapply the disguise for various things.
Yeah, we're about to talk to someone.
Yeah, so for this portion you'll have it, but like while you're on the road, you can just have Ardeus wearing his like normal disguise without the disguise magic, because nobody's going to be looking too close at you.
Yeah, you can just put on your hood up. So.
Oh right, yeah. Other things that you would have been doing for the weeks that you spent watching these guys is getting clothes made that allowed you to blend in with them, and then rolling around in the mud a bunch so that you could disguise your sound signature.
Yeah.
so everybody probably just watched as Ardeus and Wally just rolled around in the dirt for a while.
Yeah, just tumbling
Yeah.
around.
True.
All right, so how do you hail them?
Just wave at him.
Was everybody else waving at him, or they just approached him?
Wasn't there like a thing with like fingers going up and down, or is that only for the way there?
That's only for the way there.
Hmm.
I also don't have the fingers thing written down because I think it was. Was that written in the Discord too?
It's all in the D&D chat in the Roll20 chat.
Oh,
You just need to scroll up a bit.
I aren't talking as much. Citron, whole trip, hand signs only, sign language.
I'm gonna put that into my pinned.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Thumbs up,
Okay.
index making a ring for all.
Yeah, no fingers means problem. One
Okay,
finger means slow, etc.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, there's also other ones. 2 fingers up means fast and escape.
Yep, and then 3 fingers means A-OK.
Okay. There we go. Updated.
Great job sending. Yippee!
Yeah, that was the imp.
Coca-Cola und Fortnite. Yippee!
Oh, I heard somebody say something amazing. I don't remember who said it or in what context, but they said that the it's fucking minging.
Yeah.
The it's fucking minging kid is the dark version of the Fortnite yippee kid.
Sup, your dad.
It's minging. It's fucking minging.
It's fucking minging, bro.
The kid doesn't even say bruv.
No, might as well. It's implied.
I think bruv is
Keisha?
is an English thing. Hey, Keisha.
It is.
Hope you're having a good lurk. Yeah, the kid's
fine.
like Scottish.
Same shit. Gets cancelled. Minging is a pretty good word, though.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your opener?
Hello, brother. We're ready. Our caravan's full of oxen, and we're ready to go to grandmother's house.
Yeah, guide the way.
just getting right into it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, deliver it then.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
We're
I don't know.
meeting
Should
at
we
the
like
middle-
lead into it a little bit so it's not super direct? I'm assuming they're sometimes a little chummy with each other.
The guy we're going to like from a different tree. They
They do not appear to be. They're not with a wagon.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Shit. I think we just say good morning to him. It's nighttime right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Just hit him
Say
with a
good morning to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what they do.
They say good morning to
Yep.
each other at
They
nighttime.
are nocturnal.
Mm.
We could hit him with a good morning, and ask if they're ready for the trip to grandmother's house.
Yeah.
Then
Say it in character.
Okay. So I'll walk up to him right now. Good morning, brother.
Good morning, brother.
Are you ready to go to grandmother's house?
Of course. Your wagon is laden then.
My wagon are laden with with oxen.
He kind of cocks an eyebrow at you and says, "Ah, you must not have been on any of the trips that I've led, though you seem to know your way. You say you're laden with oxen, then?"
Yeah, and our camels are bent at the neck.
Carrying a good number?
Yep.
Then you won't mind, of course, if I perform a routine inspection.
Of course.
All right, brother, lead the way to your wagons.
Okay.
Okay, so you
And
just
tilt it
let him take a peek.
Yeah.
All right, so he looks over everybody and says, "My, what a mingle of folks. You must have come a long way. Either that or rounded up some band of adventurers. Hold a minute. I see that you have one of the cow folk and one of the cat folk with you. Oh, this won't do. This won't do at all. You haven't sheared the horns on your bull.
Oh.
With things as sharp as these, you could kill somebody, even addled by the moon wine."
I see. I'll go do that now, I guess.
Yes, make haste. The caravan leaves soon.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Also, make sure to
quick thinking.
declaw that cat.
All right. We start doing that. Let me get a hacksaw or something real quick.
You could have been like, "Oh, I've never captured people before." You're just like, "Oh."
Well, I mean, if we say no, someone's actually gonna go and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else will do it.
Trying to think of a way to make it look like we cut it off.
Sweating emoji.
Thinking at you. Can you like position Olivier's head so they don't actually see and like drop something else that looks like? Do we have horns?
Can we reattach these, Olivia?
No. He shakes his head. He's like, "No."
Okay.
Like declaw, like we could like cut the claws a bit, but not declaw.
Is Yax gonna let you do that?
Yeah, that's the question. Will Yax even allow that?
I thought the
Probably.
claws were retractable.
But they would like kind of like press down and like.
Yeah, it's he's essentially asking you to do the same thing as somebody will do when they try to declaw a cat.
Illusion spells. Let's see, what do I have?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at my own.
Charm, cure, calm, detect, lesser, bane, death, water. Nope, none of those will help.
I mean, because no, I'm not gonna let them do that. Sorry.
Yeah. No, like I understand that. It's like the whole it's a mouse thing.
Yeah.
Let you just
For
take it.
for the cat one, that one's at least very easy. Even Logan is like, "Well, I mean, we could just wrap your hands in some bloody bandages." We could be like, "Yeah, we did it. It was messy."
Yeah, I'm
we're
not
not
good at
keen on
declawing. My first time declawing, so I made a lot of mistakes. I wouldn't open that up. It's gonna open up the wound again.
Is something like silent image or whatever acceptable for that? Minor illusion. Yeah.
You could use illusion magic, and you could supplement your illusion magic with a physical illusion, a tactile one.
We could probably do the same with the horns then, right?
No, we are talking
Well,
about the
that's
horns
the
right
horns.
Yeah, just because like they have like also blood vessels in them too, right?
Yeah. So
What?
we could spill some blub.
Blows my what the fuck? They do
I know that fucking when a deer sheds its like horn velvet, it's a fucking bloody experience, but
It's just the thing with the deer is it's just the velvet that has the
Yeah.
blood vessels in it. The
yeah, so I
horns-
don't know if it's the same for I don't know if horns from a bull have
I actually don't think they do. I think it's like maybe at the very base there's blood vessels.
Mm-hmm.
I know some oxen like they have blood for cooling their bodies down.
I think it's like in the center of it.
Okay. If a cow breaks its horn, will it bleed?
It does seem to
Also,
have, like,
thank
Oh,
you
okay,
very
yeah.
much. Thank you very much, Sass, for that raid.
Hey, sassafras.
Could I get a shout out for Sass, please?
Yeah.
How was your Code Vein stream? How was anime Vampire Dark Souls?
Kind of topical, but since we're talking about like veins and blood right now.
Yeah, I mean, there does seem to be like
Yeah.
shit inside. Like I'm seeing that there's like sinuses and stuff in there.
Yeah,
blood
okay,
vessels,
so
bony core function as radiator.
Google said it will bleed if it's broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we're
Though
gonna.
it's probably not the kind of bleeding where it's like, oh, if I don't bandage this, the creature will die.
Yeah, it says profuse.
So you're probably not going to be able
It says
to.
profusely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think
'Cause
the
there's
heart's
straight
going to
up,
like.
anatomy.
Yeah, I
It
don't think
says-
the heart's going to like squirt blood out of there to the point where the creature dies if it breaks its horn.
Department,
probably
Department of Agriculture and Food. Horn tipping of livestock. So it looks like it's similar to cutting a claw, where like the end of it can be tipped.
Yeah.
But if you go too far, it'll bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Cats and dogs have that.
Okay, let's start doing this illusion stuff. Go.
Okay,
I'll
so what are
take
you
it
going
to
what are you going to do to enhance the illusion in a tactile way if he tries to touch it?
I'm learning shit tonight about cows.
Yeah, shit, me too. I don't know. How do you fucking make it feel like part of a horn is chopped off?
You don't even necessarily need to make it feel like it's chopped off, just that it's not pointy.
Well, you could like
Do you mind if we shave it a bit, Olivier? We could.
He
sharpen it
shakes
when we
his
get
he
back.
shakes his head.
what if
Hmm.
you were to put clay under the bandage?
Oh yeah, we can put like some
Yeah, like-
soft stuff.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can-
so
Clay.
yeah, you could use some kind of putty in order to make it seem like the horn continues and just
Okay.
ends in a flat instead of a point.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, we cut the tips off,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and then just put an illusion over it to make it look smooth.
Yeah.
Or you can even just
Okay.
put a bandage over it, but
Well, he's
Nah.
probably, if he sees the bandage,
Yeah.
he'll take a look.
We'll
Whereas,
look at it,
yeah,
so.
with the axe, it'll be easier because it'll be like, oh yeah, that looks like a fucking mess.
Okay, let's do that and head back to our fella.
Okay. So you come
Yeah.
back and
Make some noises of struggle.
he says, "Is this your first time hauling oxen?"
First time hauling catfolk and minotaurs.
I see. Yes, it's typically not the kind of stock that we have, but they do look strong of body, so I imagine that they will make for very, very good farmhands. Well then, if you'll allow me once again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. So he goes and inspects, touches the tips of the horns, finds them flat, looks at Yax's hands, and is like, "My goodness, what happened
First
here?"
time-
I
my
see.
first time declawing a cat, so
As long as you're sure you've done a good enough job, my God. You know,
Anytime
I'd
we get
almost
little
feel
Tommy
sorry for
Hill.
them. Well, as long as they can still hold a hoe.
Oh, doggy.
I'm sure it'll heal by the time we arrive. We'll tend to the wounds.
At least close up, yeah.
Well, if they turn out not useful after all, then we might be able to recycle them if we need more hogs. Anyway, the guy continues his inspection of the wagon and says, "This construction is extra sturdy. I doubt this wagon was made at grandmother's house. You must have procured this from the city."
Our original caravan broke, so we had to procure a new one.
Ah, I see. I assume you
believe it
didn't-
belong to these adventurers here.
I was gonna say, I doubt you procured it through coin. Very well, then. I assume you already know all the protocols, so allow me to lead you over to the worm's body.
Follow him, and I hope I know the protocols.
No, the what?
The protocols.
Yep, so once you have your camels and wagons rigged up, and your supplies and whatnot in order, and you go through the inspection, the guide leads you out to join with the caravan that is destined for the place referred to as Grandmother's house.
Hmm.
And you begin heading out.
I had to see the added thing that you edited. Just also fucking reducing Goldworks LMAO.
What?
Yeah.
Please edit to the pinned post for this part.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. No, I see in the in the Discord there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just translating.
do.
Before we
Over.
part ways with this dude, or he leaves, I'll say, "Thank you, my brother. May you be blessed as the desert winds blow."
he appears a little off put for a moment, and says, yes, and you too, as the sandworms tell." I guess you could roll insight.
Alright, let's roll insight. Wally's your insight. better
Yeah.
than mine.
I'm gonna see. Definitely shouldn't be. Or it might be. Oh, it is. It's
Right.
+5. Didn't realize.
Okay, very cool.
Eh. Oh my god, please. Wait, no, not shout out. What am I doing?
You're trying to shout out the
Yeah.
dice.
+5.
Amazing. Okay, so even Wally noticed that Ardeas's deliveries, possibly because of not being too familiar with the language, the sentences don't exactly flow into each other super naturally, and it almost feels like reciting a bit.
Mhm.
Fuck. Alright, I hope he'll just chalk it up as me being a newbie. Okay, well, let's line up then, I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, since you are traveling over the desert dunes, horses and donkeys are not effective here, so the caravan, top to bottom, is strictly using camels. Get the world map music on. Caravanning.
Nice.
This means that the pace is slower, but much more steady. Water is strictly rationed, nothing is hunted, and energy is highly conserved, with speech especially being withheld on the trip. Notably, at the front and back of the caravan, there are 2 wagons, which are partially uncovered. In each of these wagons, there's a large animal skin drum that is pounded in a rhythm that is played in order to mask the footsteps of the caravan and instead make the whole unit's sound signature resemble that of a solitary sandworm making its way across the desert. As you've observed and studied, this is ideally to keep other sandworms away from the body of the caravan, as sandworms tend to stray away from each other unless they're mating, so that they can avoid collision or scuffles. So the caravan goes, and it definitely...
Should I make a survival check at this point?
Go for it.
My survival is +4, or is it +3? +4. Damn.
And I guess, Iskra, you can go ahead and roll yours too.
It's too sandy. There's not enough trees, and I don't know what to do.
So we're rolling.
Survival.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you rolled the same thing.
We're both pretty useless at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help Yax because we're probably locked up separately and everything too. I already rolled.
So yeah, notably, it does not take a straight route through the desert. The stops are very, very infrequent as well. There are often times where you push the camels through the night, only stopping when the beasts actually protest to the point of not being able to move anymore, at which point the caravan kind of curls in on itself in a spiral pattern. Even when this is happening, there is almost no socializing going on. Voices are kept to an absolute minimum. Even when water is rationed, it is done so mostly by hand signs. These things are requested, and oftentimes folks are just relying on their own supplies and their own water skins.
I assume we have a decent amount. Considering we were preparing for like 2 weeks.
But after a week of caravanning, you finally see something in the distance that doesn't quite look like desert. Yeah, it only takes you a week to get out here, but you finally make it to the location that must be grandmother's house. The caravan pulls up and climbs a natural stone ramp with a gentle incline. So this rocky outcropping effectively raises you above the dunes a good 30 feet. At the top of the ramp, you can see that it is an arid rock mesa kind of area, with many rocky cliffs and caves. Bolstering some of these caves are little structures made of wood, brick, and cloaked in animal hides. Let me pull you over to that map. Alright, so you guys end up coming in towards the south. You can see that little ramp there. I'll just bring the party into where you guys end up coming up the ramp. And let me just put on... Let's see. Yeah, that one should be okay for this. No, that's a little too lively. It's a little too mystical. How about let's see. How about you? Yeah, this one's not bad. Where is the... There it is. You know, just drag yourselves in over here around the wagon circle. And then I'll drag the wagon in. There you go. So just put yourselves around the wagon. Anybody who's in the wagon can be in the actual wagon.
Oh, at the bottom.
Alright, so I shouldn't put myself in then?
Well, you're in the wagon, Cryo.
Yeah. Gotten.
No, like put yourself in the wagon,
Oh.
and then Wally and Ardeus can be in front of the wagon to represent them sitting at the front.
Should Pumpkin
Right
take
in front, yeah.
in the wagon as well, or should we just leave her off the map for now?
No, put her in the wagon because that is where she is, even though she's hidden.
And there's Loishka. We're missing Logan and Olivier?
Yeah, I gotta drag him in.
Yeah. We'll do this just like... Oh, no, that's a bad idea. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, you can have Wiz the Liz hiding in somebody's robes.
Yeah.
You just stick them like right there. Perfect. All right, there you go. Now we can't even see the wagon.
It's just like fallen behind, invisible. Right?
Oh, so I actually forgot to go over this, but at some point you did end up losing communication with the imp that you sent out.
Did we regain communication now that we're here?
Nope.
So they found the imp, most likely. That or he just poofed because some magic anti-barrier or some shit.
The only thing that you could possibly do is theorize, but at one point, if you tried to send a sending message to that imp throughout the week, you would have gotten no reply.
All right.
Okay, also I gotta...
A new imp every time I summon one, but he has the same personality.
I have to pee real quick. So
He knows
be
as much as I
right
know,
back.
so-
Join you.
I might make a pee and get some water as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too before shit hits the fan.
Oh, at the same time, phenomenal.
Quad pee break.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the town, as you can see, if you zoom out and kind of take a look from where you are,
Oh,
you see
that's
the various features about the place.
Sorry, roll 20's being weird. Okay. I've lost it. It doesn't.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. Did everybody BRB?
Everyone BRP'd.
It was a very pissy kind of time. Honey, are you here?
You are peeing as well.
Mm.
Bathroom. Okay, so we're there. We're kind of like in the bottom center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, we're like in the... We're like completely not where I thought we were on the map. I like zoomed
Yeah,
out.
bottom leftish is where we
Bottom
are.
left-ish, yeah. And then, is that like
We're bottom left.
fields we can see over there?
Yeah, I'm just getting into the description though. Honey is BRB.
Okay.
Did she say what she was going to be doing? Is she going to the washroom, or is she trying to wrangle her dog?
In the washroom, I did not fully hear it as I was leaving for the same reason.
Shoot. So I got to figure out how to get all these chia seeds out of the bottom of this glass.
Oh shit, I'm gonna like
Tongan.
go super hard, super fast.
Okay, do a spee.
Wow.
I think I completely forgot to get unique music for this place. So we're just gonna have to use the cave music.
I like this music almost.
It's I think it's the SMT4 cave music. I wanna say.
A desert is basically an open-end cave anyway.
Yeah. That Honey has a playlist called Deserts and Caves that's just desert music and cave music from video games, because it all has that like one specific vibe.
Amazing.
A desert is just a cave outside.
Yeah, an open-end cave.
Yeah. Open concept cave.
Open
It's a cave with a really, really high ceiling.
Oy.
Oh, man.
How long were we planning on going tonight? Because I gotta
Yeah, I know. Until about midnight.
pound a bunch of NyQuil so I can go to sleep
Yeah.
for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was planning to end around midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, just waiting for Honey to get back. The pee break segment of the stream. iconic pee break. So I made some of my, speaking of iconic, I made some of my iconic chia water, which is just cucumbers, lemon slices, chia seeds, ice, and water. And is great because the chia seeds, they like swell up. They start producing like a jelly-like substance when you keep them in water. And it fills up your stomach really, really well. Plus, chia seeds have a shitload of nutrients, and they're actually the best non-dairy source of calcium, weight for weight. So yeah, chia seeds are very good for repairing your bones after doing like impact workouts. So like if you're doing boxing or jogging, then chia seeds will restore your calcium very well so that you can reconstruct your bones as well as your muscles.
The more you know.
So yeah, definitely incorporate some chia seeds into your diet if you're doing workouts. They're great. How are you reconstructing your bones, Sass? Usually when you fart. Alright, fair enough. I imagine that the fart gases are probably dissolving your bones while they're in your body. Also, I have new areas of my abs causing me pain.
That's no good.
I'm like, wow, I didn't even know you existed as a muscle. But I've been doing this workout with resistance bands that basically involves you, like, holding the bands, like, I've got a pillar, and I've got the bands in my hands, the bands wrapped around the pillar, and what I need to do is I need to cause the tension in the bands, not by moving my arms, but by rotating my entire torso, and then holding it there.
Oh.
Sounds
and
pain.
yeah, so there's this area of my abs that's activated like right around like the fucking solar plexus level, and it basically feels like somebody stabbed me with a fucking knife.
Okay, hello.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
All right. I like how I say stabbed me with a fucking knife, and then Honey appears.
Yep. Here I am to do just that.
Okay, so getting back on with the description. The town is mainly built around a basin. Definitely not the size of a lake, more like a pond. It's about 40 feet across. But this basin collects rainwater that trickles down into other layers of the rock platform. Patches of the softer rocky ground nearby have actually been converted using irrigation channels into simple farms. The cacti that you see here are the most common crop thanks to their hardiness. Looking more closely, you actually recognize some of these as the type of cactus that produces Antonio's special cactus fruit rum. It would, it would definitely make sense that they produce this stuff here if they needed to keep the prisoners placid. Also, you remember that Antonio actually initially stole the recipe and production for this drink from these people to begin with, as the oasis that he was operating in actually used to be their territory. So looking out at all the fields, you can see that there is a clear distinction in clothing of the two groups. The Sovrani people have their dust-caked robes, and the slaves who are working the fields or carrying loads around have their clean, white clinical dresses. Though, of course, working the fields has them muddled with dirt, but it seems as though they always make sure to wash them off so as to keep that distinction up. So, compared to the quiet desert that you spent the last weekend, this place seems positively bustling. It seems as though this natural acropolis is the ideal place for a desert settlement, as the elevation and hard ground provides shelter from the sandworms. Despite this, the residents here, and even the children, still speak in rather hushed voices, likely due to habit and superstition. As the caravan piles in, your burdens are relieved by the workers there, who carry goods to storehouses, each sorted into large square baskets woven from tumbleweed that acts as a divider based on where the goods are destined to next. Eventually, you are approached as well by one of the foremen. "Welcome home, brothers! What goods are you carrying today? Hope you brought jerky. We've been having trouble procuring goats of late. And by the moon, I've been craving salted meats."
They're oxen.
Which is our wagon, anyways?
The one where you all are. Yeah, you're all on top of it.
Oh no, I mean like what tree? What was our trade thing again? Was it
Citron. Yeah.
Citron.
But yeah, the thing is that's your cover. That's not necessarily what you are. That's what you're selling to folks out there in the world.
Should we give him some pemmican?
Yeah, we got this from what's it called?
Oh, true.
The oxen that we've collected. We found this in their possession. They had a bunch of these.
Oh, you've tried it then? Is it wholesome food?
Oh yes.
Pretty filling.
Have a taste.
It's rather heavy. He bites into it and is like, "Oh my god! It's hard as a rock!" Are you absolutely certain this is food?
I saw them doing it. It's in jam
yeah.
packed. They were dipping it in water as well, or tea. It looked like.
Then this is some manner of field ration like hardtack.
Seems to be a lot tastier though.
Well, I'll let it to soak then. Wish you had warned me about that. I can feel my tooth wiggling.
Well, I had to experience that firsthand as well, so you know.
I see. Very good then. So, you said you're carrying oxen?
Yep.
Yep.
Well then...
we apply the illusion onto
yeah, before taking them out.
I see. Then we'll bring the oxen to the stables and make sure that they have plenty of cactus blood to drink. You can harness your camel and wagon with the others in the ring. If you need a place to lay your head, I can show you to the resting chambers.
Certainly. I'll have Wiz sneak in with my homies.
Okay. So you hear a whisper in your mind from Logan, who says,
Yeah.
While we're here, keep in mind that we are supposed to be Sovrani. Please try not to ask too many direct questions about things that we should already know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when in Rome, do as Romans do.
We're at least lucky that these
we're-
people don't seem overly talkative, so our broken undercommon should pass as us being less than verbose while we're around, even if we're out of range of psychic communication.
Hmm.
I'm concerned that I will be addled and not help you with translations, even if within the psychic communication.
The cactus rum does take like a few days of constant application to completely fuck your brain, though.
Okay, can I like
We'll
lesser
do
rest
that.
on myself to prevent it, or
You are not left with like your spell casting components on your person.
Okay, fair enough. You know, I don't think I ever fucking
What?
decided what my spellcasting component was.
But yeah, in order
just
to
control.
in order to cast your spells, you need two things. You need your spellcasting focus and your component pouch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So component pouch, I know I have that. I don't know what my focus is.
I thought it was just a stick wand.
Probably. I think that's like what I had like initially. I just don't remember ever changing it. I probably should.
Anyway, so they lead the
I mean, I guess-
oxen.
The wizard can probably hold the stick wand in his mouth. Pretend he's a small creature making a nest.
Well, Wiz is hidden in Smalley's robes right now.
Yeah.
But the component pouch is the specific thing where that's going to be a lot harder to hide on your person.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? Thanks for doing that.
Anyway, let me just drag... Not all of them. Dang it. I gotta just move these guys off of there, keep the wagon here, and then these two are still in the wagon. And then these guys get dragged over to here. And just kind of led into this area.
All right.
Meanwhile, you two are brought over to here. And shown where you can have temporary beds and whatnot. There are also places here to prepare meals, etc. But the resting chambers here, they're made up of a series of linked rooms. There's actually very, very minimal privacy here. There aren't really walls between beds. There's just a few curtains between the resting area and the kind of kitchen area.
Hmm.
There's simple animal skin beds and net hammocks lining the long chamber. There's only a few amenities. There's barrels that store fresh water, highly worn stools. There's a few Sovrani folk here as well, some of which are sleeping, others which are sitting upon stools or leaning against walls, taking time to eat and drink. There's definitely no merriment, as you're used to seeing over meals, though.
Perhaps we should pretend to sleep and have our familiars look around.
Yeah, basically. That's what I was gonna suggest. I used to have merriment during meals, and then I got shot.
Oh,
Damn,
rip.
where'd you get shot?
In the balls.
Oh.
Wha- Holy fuck.
You got bolitis.
That's one of my favorite things to do. Somebody will be like, hey, where did he hit you? And then you'll be like, oh, in the city.
Okay, I have a story for you, Sass. All right, before we started
Oh, boy.
streaming today, I was feeling kind of yucky. I don't know. Like I have a theory that maybe I'm a little anemic because I don't know. Just like yesterday, I had like weird heart flutters and all that stuff, and like strange symptoms. And then today, I felt was a little bit like lightheaded. So I start writing into Google which nut. Because I'm about to say which nut has the most iron. Because I was like, hey, maybe I have like cashew milk. I have like pecans and all that shit. So let's see. Do nuts all that stuff. Can I like order anything like with like nut milk? Anyways, like things like that. So like brain was going medical mode. But anyways, so I type into Google search which nut, and the topmost suggestion was which nut produces sperm. And then after that was like which nuts have the most protein, which nuts are the healthiest, all of those kinds of things. But anyways, because that came up as the first thing, I clicked on it because I really wanted to know. And all it says is testes, in brackets, testicles. So I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't know, Missy. I don't know.
So yeah,
See, I
the
don't
whole
know what I was
time while she was
expecting, but-
clicking that, we were like, do they mean the left one, the right one?
Yeah, I don't know.
And no, they just testicles.
Just both.
It was the most perfect anti-humor.
It was very confusing for me. I did appreciate it though.
It was great.
I should redeem that as a joke in Psyche's channel.
But that's one of the ways of which nut.
And she'll have to read it. She'll have to.
Who is Psyche? I don't know, some weirdo.
Wow, she could be here right now.
She should be here right now.
She should. Okay, so the plan is to just hide in bed. Now
It's been a long journey.
the only problem with that is, remember, they are rather laconic. They don't tend to waste words. You're probably not going to get very much eavesdropping compared to attempting to start conversations.
It's more like I want to see what they're doing around the area.
Yeah, just spying on their habits.
Their day to day. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, how far are we compared to how far am I compared to Wally in our day?
I mean, you could drag a line.
I guess that's true.
200 feet, about.
Was that like too much for Wiz?
If Wiz was like perfectly 100 feet to either side of you, it would work.
Okay, so like you just go pretty much just like 100. I can't see the rest. Oh look, less than 100. Perfect.
Yeah, he just needs to be in the middle there.
Yeah, just have him like under the bridge.
Yeah, just hiding in the middle, acting as a relay. Wow, was that supposed to be Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah. Okay. I guess he could. Is there like a window in here?
A window?
Yeah, in here.
In the place where you're in right now?
Yeah, where Wizard is in.
Oh, no.
The slaves and stuff.
No, there is no window.
Okay, he'll just climb out of the door. And he'll, like, I don't know, scuttle around in the sand.
Just wait for his chance to escape.
Yeah.
Sneak around the place so that he can try and act as best he can as a relay.
Yeah.
Would I date the Red Hot Chili Peppers? 1986.
I mean, you already got them right here. You just...
Hold on, let me see if I was right about that.
That's not a red hot chili pepper at all.
You're right, it's green hot. But hey, close enough. It's got red hair.
82. Fuck. Does that count, though? They were under a different name back then.
Were they? What was their name?
It was Tony Flo and the Miraculously Majestic Masters of Mayhem.
What? I forgot
That's
about
pretty
that.
fucking funny.
Okay, no, but they changed it to RHCP in 84, I think, so I was still 2 years off.
Damn.
I still like my little bit there. Rid of that.
So I guess the answer would be no, I cannot date them. I lost my train of thought from before. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wiz is scuttling around, acting as a relay, but still in terms of gathering specific info, it will likely take social interaction rather than simply spying. The spying will give you a general rundown of the areas, but don't expect to get too much dialogue from just eavesdropping. So in that case,
I would like to know the person that's like leading this operation here. Like they surely have like a leader of some kind, yeah?
Yeah, this place is called Grandmother's House.
True.
Oh, let's look for grandmother.
Grandma.
Grandma.
G-R-A-M-M.
That being said, you cannot tell hierarchy structures of this place based just on site observance. Other than the fact that there are slaves and Sovrani people as two distinct groups.
Check
But,
each building.
Yeah, I was gonna say which
which
area would you like to try and check out? I guess just highlight it for me, and I'll hope that Roll20 doesn't shit as you're trying to do so.
Perhaps the center first.
Okay. So this is the water basin here. Over by the water basin, there's a few folks who are operating a water pump that filters and fills the rainwater into carrying and drinking vessels. Around the spot, there are, of course, farms. There's several plots of farms here. Some of them are supported by irrigation channels, where a small variety of crops are grown. The ones that are thriving most are the cactus plots, which don't need any irrigation and are host to several varieties of cactus, which each serve different purposes. You see varieties that act actually as emergency water sources, with those juicy, non-toxic pads that are often eaten, and those that bear edible sugary fruits, and then, of course, the ones with those sanguine red fruits that are distilled into that notorious mind-dulling cactus fruit rum. There are a few foremen and guards armed with crossbows around the farm, as well as some slave workers. These must be the ones known as the oxen, Nobody here is conversing. It seems as though interacting with the oxen is forbidden outright, other than if you are one of their handlers. You can easily tell who is who based on their manner of dress and the markings etched into them. Over to the edge of the farmland here, there are some storehouses. There seem to be supplies for the town held here in a series of small buildings, kind of like just small warehouses. There's a handful of Sovrani guards watching over the compound. Seems as though they're also in charge of doling out food supplies, tools, and whatnot.
All right. It's just storage for their weapons. What? Do I see poisons as well? Weapons, poisons.
Well, you can't really see into the warehouses as they are. Yeah. They are shut. You can maybe grab glimpses, and it's just similar things things that you've seen in the wagons and whatnot.
I'll check the western with the cheeky little peek.
So this must be the place where the captives known as hogs are kept. If you recall, hogs are the euphemism that they use for condemned individuals who are destined for Samaria and Erudities to be used in those humanoid experiments. This simple building here is lined with simple straw roll and cloth beds. The hogs, as they're called, have Sovrani attendants who keep them drugged while feeding them and making sure that they arrive in the best condition they can when they're finally shipped off. You notice that by each bed there's an iron stake topped with a loop driven into the hardened clay floor, which must be used to shackle any hogs so that they can't escape. Obviously, interacting with the hogs is completely forbidden unless you're one of their assigned attendants.
Let's check the northern.
Okay, which one?
Northern middle.
Okay, so one of the larger standalone structures near the center of town to the north appears to be relatively closely guarded. The door is closed. This is the building here that most resembles what you would think of as a house. But there are a couple of guards stationed outside. You do see occasionally there are folks who will come in and out for meetings in this place.
Okay.
But there appears to only be one entrance to the place where there is a lot of traffic.
No windows.
There do actually appear to be windows on this building.
Mm-hmm.
Peer in. Take a cheeky peer through the windows.
So the interior of this place is small and crowded, but comfortable. There are actually plank floors here, which are covered in animal skin rugs and cushions. The main room where meetings occur, there is actually a small crowd there. Two of the individuals there seem to be deferring to a third, who kind of seems to have central importance.
Okay, we can assume maybe this is Grandma. Let's check the other building. I'm very spooked of going into any of these buildings because my previous was killed by. We don't know what he was killed by, so I'm not,
mysteriously unexisted.
Yeah. So they probably might be able to detect something if I do anything too cheeky with my.
Okay, so close to the other building, just a ways around the way, is another structure, which appears to actually be newer and more recently constructed than the others, though it's not overly large.
Mm-hmm.
Within. This structure also has windows, though it doesn't seem to be as closely guarded as the other one. Within, you can see an odd pair of individuals who do not seem to be Sovrani. One of them actually looks to be a high elf, while the other is a Dorgar.
Oh,
The Dorgar is.
Dark dwarf.
Oh.
Over.
Can I press my ear against the window and take a cheeky listen, see if they're talking to each
other? One moment. Where did I stick this?
In the butt.
Oh, okay. So, mainly what you get between them is that these two seem to be rather an odd couple. They don't actually seem to get along very well. Specifically, the high elf seems to be used to much greater comforts and seems to be bemoaning their station, saying things like, "Ugh, why did I have to be posted here?" Whereas the deep dwarf continues to chastise them, being like, "Ah, you great northern pansy."
oh. You know.
Just standard elf dwarf things.
It's like a little, what's it called? A little comedy over here.
Little Manzai duo. That's what I was thinking.
It's literally the odd couple. I've had to go many, many more days without water than this, and look, they've even given us beds to sleep on. You know, I used to have to sleep upside down, hanging by my toes.
Jesus.
So, where are dark dwarves and high elves usually from? Draugrs?
So Durgars are typically only found in Samaria, whereas high elves are found from Erudities to Castides, usually.
Okay. What's the game plan, Wally?
Game plan?
Our game plan.
I'm trying to figure out what our game plan is. Right now, there's like too much. I'm so like nervous to talk to anyone. Wally
Yeah, same
himself
here.
isn't really like good at talking, so he's just kind of like sweating emoji right now. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Also, that being said, from things that the imp can see, the amenities in this place actually seem to give these two some level of status. They're much more modern than in the other buildings. They have furnishings that were clearly imported by wagon rather than crafted here in the desert, including more modern couches, tables, chairs, and beds, as well as plates, utensils, cabinets, and even a larder for storing food and drink. There's also a water basin for washing in privacy, which is not something that you've seen anywhere else in here. But the place is also rife with official-looking parcels, envelopes, and various documents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we might want to give those a little check out.
Cheeky peek.
A cheeky peek. Perhaps, let's see if they... I don't know if they would leave this little room of theirs. Perhaps we should wait a bit.
Yeah, I guess
Sure.
we could like spy a little bit, see if they do leave.
Is Iskra aware of like any of these things as well, or not?
Probably not.
Like, how far is the range for your imp?
My imp?
Yeah.
I think it's the distance to me, because I think Wally's the one with the connection with the imp, or not the imp, the lizard, to talk to other people through the lizard, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't talk to people through Wiz like you can using the imp.
It's just like psychic thoughts of like
It's-
random images.
Yeah, it's
do I
simple
have that
ideas.
too?
You
Is that a
have,
thing I have as well? Because I know Wally could talk, like use images to transfer to other fellows.
Yeah, they're just different relays basically. I think the imp is the imp just has full telepathy with you.
Okay, so
And
we share this telepathy. All right.
Yeah, Ardeus has his mystic telepathies, which he's been using to communicate with everybody else.
Okay, my telepathy is 120 feet from me, so probably the same with the imp as well.
So like, how long? Oh, you're right down below Wally.
I'm very far.
Yeah, I don't think that'll reach me.
Yeah, that's twice.
Like, yeah. So Iskra's in the dark right now. Okay.
Anyway, that I guess I can quickly describe what the Oxen pen is like for you folks, and then you guys can get a week to think about what you want to do to figure this out and how you want to gather information. So yeah, close by the farms, there's a structure where the slave laborers are kept. That's where your other party members have been brought. Despite the fact that they are slaves, their accommodations are honestly not that much worse than the temporary homes of the Sovrani people. The only difference is, since they are still potentially violent, they are locked behind cages, but in the cages there are actually beds made from woven straw. The so-called oxen actually appear to be in good health, though their dull gazes tell you that they have been heavily sedated with the cactus fruit rum over time, but you don't see any signs of abuse on the slaves. Likely because even should they escape their captors, there's no way that they would be able to escape from the vast desert without the help of the Sovrani themselves.
Alright. So if we get captured, we're stranded here, fellas. Wait, quick question. Are there children here, like, being taught?
Yes, there are actually kids here. This is the only time you've ever actually seen Sovrani children.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we have a whole week to decide. Oh boy. I'm thinking we use the kids. We could ask kids questions. Like, as a way to, like, quiz them. Like, yeah, we're just quizzing you, kiddos.
Yeah, are they more talkative?
Amongst one another, yes, but it seems as though they have been specifically taught not to speak with adults.
Tolly is a big boy now, so we can't disguise him to be a kid. Ah, shit.
You can only use Iskra because she's one of the fake captives.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we would be able to use her anyways, because she's kind of, green.
Yeah, maybe like even if the disguise self.
That's a self-disguise spell.
Yeah, disguise as a little babby.
Yep. I mean, I guess you just have like Wiz Liz East.
Also, thank you very much for that raid, Psyche.
Funny, because I shouted you out before.
Yeah, we actually shouted Psyche out not long ago. Also, thank you very, very much for that resub. Those of you in chat, if you have not already done so, please go and check out Psyche Siren's channel. So you guys were doing some 7DS to DI. How were your 7 days? Did you die?
We have 7 days to not die.
Yeah.
But we were actually pretty close to wrapping tonight's D&D session up. So you have come near the tail end, near the booty shake of the stream. Teehee indeed. But I hope you guys had a great time over there. Thank you again very, very much for coming by with the raid. Just to give you a little overview of what's going on here. The party has managed to disguise and smuggle themselves into the secret hometown of a group of smugglers and slavers disguised among their number and are currently figuring out how to gather information without blowing their cover. And this place is in the middle of the desert where they wouldn't be able to escape from without the help of the people who they are trying to spy on. So it's been basically the last few sessions, incredibly tense and delicate situation after incredibly tense and delicate situation.
Feels bad, man.
People have been nearly exploded a few times.
There one
Few times.
Oops.
There have been lots of interrogations, lots of disguises, lots of smuggling. There was one very specific time where two party members, one who was invisible and one who was unconscious, was locked in a room with somebody who had rigged the entire room to explode.
That's some good times.
Yeah, that was the most recent case of imminent explosion. The previous one wasn't necessarily explosion so much as it was imminent, about to be black holed, which was just the undersea anomaly that you guys were exploring that had the weird non-Euclidean geography was threatening to collapse in on itself and scatter your particles across the universe if you didn't escape in time.
Yeah, good times. Always a chipper time around here.
Yeah. And before that, there was the incident that created that black hole to begin with.
Oh god.
Where you guys ended up collapsing that dude's base in on itself by fucking the cube geometry up.
Oopsie poops.
Listen, he deserved it.
Did I do that?
Also, thank you for coming by, Psyche. I hope you have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my
god,
Yeah.
Psyche was here all along.
So, you're actually, like, not sure if you're going to be able to get terribly practical information out of children, but you might be able to get a few things.
Alright, disguise self you could make yourself seem 1 feet shorter than you are. Wait, how tall is Wally now? Is he tall? Is he a tall boy?
He's like...
I imagine that he's pretty fucking tall, yeah. I imagine him being like growing up to be really fucking tall.
Lanky boy.
Like lanky, yeah.
Yeah. He's like 5'9" right now,
you're
probably.
Our days now, so our days is gonna have to be the kid. He's gonna have to pretend to be the kid.
Golankus.
Wait, how tall is Ardeus again?
Ardeus is 5'8".
Oh, okay. So 4'8". And then you could like hunch over a bit, just have bad posture.
Yeah. Okay.
Keeping in mind that dark elves are actually the shortest of the elves.
Ah, shit. So they're even shorter as kids.
Yep. High elves are the tallest and scrawniest. They're like crazy lanky. And then wood elves are like taller but more muscular.
They're cranky.
And then you got sea elves who are a little stockier. They're a bit thicker because they need a little more fat content to survive underwater. And then dark elves are like the shortest.
Very strange. I expected I don't know. I guess it makes sense because they live in the dark, don't get no sun.
Oh, well, it's also because they tend to, like dwarves, live in caves.
Less space.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna have to rack my brain on this one, see what we can come up with.
I'm actually having a lot of difficulty.
Well, you got a week to figure out how you're going to interact with folks, try to gather info and whatnot, and yeah, try to get what you came here for. Does anybody remember what they came here for?
Evidence?
Information and evidence. Yeah. Well, I mean, we probably have a lot of evidence already with all these slaves working here.
But how are
Yeah,
you going
true.
to prove this?
Yeah, shit.
Or even
Bring
get
'em back.
over here.
Bring the boys back.
I think the only people that we could threaten, really, I threatening these fellows haven't worked out. However, there are the two fellows at the top left that it might work better on.
Yeah, we could probably take those guys as like, I don't know.
They'd probably spill more information out than these fellows, because these guys are like really.
Yeah,
tight-lipped.
they're trying to get they're trying to take care of their families and shit. But those two, yeah, they don't seem like they're part of the gang.
Especially that complaining high elf. We probably.
Yeah, she seems like boosy.
Bold of you to assume she.
Oh,
high elf a bit. No, I'm kidding.
sweating emoji. You can't do me like that.
I want you to zoom in on this one right now and imagine what kind of character I've made this. Let me just stretch him out for you a bit.
What?
Gear him.
Where are we?
Ocelot.
Top. The fucking ocelot beret.
Yeah.
I'll have my imp keep an eye out on these two, see if they spill anything while we're gathering information elsewhere.
Do you just have one inbound or like the whole flock?
A whole flock. No, I'll just have one imp out.
Okay.
I could do with just one imp.
Okay.
That's one hell of
The flock kind of takes my concentration, and I need to use a spell. I don't know if anyone would notice me casting spells, cheeky little spells.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Just have to run back and forth to like relay to you, to Wally, to me.
Yeah, if we need.
Complete
Probably if we did, we'll send the lizard out.
Yeah, well, so I was like, lizards like hide under bridges and stuff between spots to like have Wally relay to us, to me.
Though again, Wiz can only relay like simple ideas. They can't relay like
images and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you'd have to like go on a walk or something to relay from imp to me. So it's like more proper conversation. And they could like tell you shit or whatever in like undercommon.
I reckon if they're gonna have you work, you're gonna have a lot of communication space with me at least.
Yeah, it would be more centralized if I start working.
To send you working, we could at least get the whole center area. I just need to be in this vicinity for you to be able to chat to me.
You could be the handler as much as Iskra would love that.
I think a handler a special kind of job. I don't think they're gonna make me.
Yeah, you guys are specifically caravaneers.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that.
I don't even know how long we're gonna be here, because what's it called? I think they're just gonna stock up our thing, let us rest a little bit, and then try to send us out. Back
Yeah,
out.
it seems like a week or whatever.
If you get sent out, then it's gonna be with a whole caravan. Though ultimately, you could attempt to make some kind of excuse why you shouldn't be sent out. Like, oh, I want to hang out with home, or hang out at home a bit more.
And drop a knife on my foot. So I have an excuse not to go.
Yeah, could just be like, oh, my brother's fallen ill. And then
You're my brother.
Yeah. Whoa.
My brother has fallen ill. He's lost his ability to speak language.
Yeah, and then you just have Ardeus just go rare summer cough. You know how it be.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know how it be.
People try to talk to them, and then they're like, "Où est les toilettes?"
Yeah.
What? What do you mean? Où est les toilettes? First of all, it's où sont les toilettes?
And second of all, je veux un pantalon pour mon chien.
Only Canadians will understand.
Alternatively, je suis un tigre chinois.
Wow.
What?
You just admit something like that?
Yeah.
All right.
This is Sass's line.
Oh, all right, fair.
Yeah. A deep cut from Sass's lore. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember those ass.
You remember those sass?
Oh!
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, you have some time to think about what you want to do. Make sure to talk to each other in the Discord, bounce ideas off each other. That way we don't have to do it during the session. Okay? Okay.
All right, I got some ideas. I'll post in the group. Yeah.
Good.
Mm.
Hopefully I don't have to...
devious ideas even.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to clear my throat all fucking day tomorrow, because that would be annoying. Anyway, so we're going to end here. We're going to throw out a little rady poo. Little rady poo. Yes. Tonight we are going to jump on over to Green Hibiki, who is doing some karaoke. So join me on that raid over to Green Hibiki's channel. Throw some bears down in GHB's chat. Throw some music notes. Just I don't know. Type the number 8 a whole bunch and then hit enter. She'll think you're clapping for her. And yeah, do so anyway. But yeah, check out Green Hibiki's channel, and yeah, we'll be streaming some more D&D next week. I'll let you guys know tomorrow if I have energy to do some more surreal game dev stuff. And Monday should be Stein's over at Honey's.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday Moritrian. So yeah, look forward to all of that coming in the days to come. And yeah, see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. See you. So long. Good night. Bye. 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 Good night. Bye. See you. Good night. Bye. 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 Bye.